In the last class, I gave the examples depending on the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Again, today also I want to give some more examples based on this. So here, prove that 2 into tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 3 by 4 is equal to pi by 2. So again, as usual, start with LHS. 2 into tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 3 by 4. So here, why I am giving this example? Because we see this. Here the coefficient of tan inverse is 2. That means we cannot apply this formula directly. For that, remember this formula. Tan into tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Only for this term, first apply that. It is tan inverse 2 into x is 1 by 2 upon 1 minus 1 by 2 whole square. Plus, keep the second term as it is. Tan inverse 3 by 4. Here these two get cancels. Tan inverse 1 upon 1 by 2 whole square is 1 by 4. Plus tan inverse 3 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4. Take the LCM and write it in the simplest form. Tan inverse 1 upon 3 by 4 plus tan inverse 3 by 4. So it is 1 upon 3 by 4. When you are writing that value, it is written as tan inverse 4 by 3 plus tan inverse 3 by 4. Students, now all are trying to apply these formulas. But if you are thorough in the formula, you can have one more. Tan inverse 4 by 3 we can write cot inverse of 3 by 4 plus tan inverse 3 by 4. Have you remembered the formula? First in the first video we derived that tan inverse 1 by x is equal to cot inverse x. So I applied this. And have you remembered one more formula is applicable here? It is in the form of cot inverse x plus tan inverse x. See this value. These two values are same. Without calculations also directly you can write pi by 2. So why it is pi by 2? So the formula is like this. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. These two values are equal. They are belongs to the real effect of real numbers r. So we got the RHS pi by 2. Now I am giving you one more example, same related with this formula. That is, prove that tan inverse 1 by 5 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 8 is equal to pi by 4. So again here we have 4 terms, but the formula is for 2 terms. First write down the LHS. Tan inverse 1 by 5 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 8. 4 terms. Make this as one group and this as one group. Here it is in the form of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, and this is also in the form of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. All are familiar with that formula. Tan inverse 1 by 5 plus 1 by 7 upon. And similarly for this also, tan inverse 1 by 3 plus 1 by 8 upon Take the LCM for this. Tan inverse. Now this 24 and here 35 is cancelled. Tan inverse 12 upon 34 plus tan inverse 11 upon 23. Here there is no cancellation, but here you can cancel. Tan inverse 6 upon 17 plus tan inverse 11 upon 23. Now write down this. It is tan inverse 6 upon 17 plus tan inverse 11 upon 23. See that students, here they are in the form of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Now again apply that. Tan inverse 6 by 17 plus 11 by 23 upon take the LCM of that. Left 17 into 23 and next one into 138. 23 into 6 plus and multiply these two. Similarly, take the LCM for this also. Here these two get cancels. Tan inverse of see they get cancels. So we are getting tan inverse of 1. Tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. That is right. So now we solve the sums. They are related with the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Now I am giving a little bit different sum. Prove that two into sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 24 by 7. So here we cannot apply the formula like previous, but we have a different method. So start with LHS. Write down the LHS. 2 into sin inverse 3 by 5. Convert the sin inverse 3 by 5 in the form of tan with the help of triangle. That I am explaining on the right side. Let us take sin inverse 3 by 5 as a alpha. So already we are familiar. Only sin inverse if you take on that side, 3 by 5 is equal to sin alpha. So mark this sin alpha in the right angle triangle. This is opposite, this is hypotenuse. If it is 3, 5, automatically without calculations you can write 4 because you are familiar with the Pythagoras. Right angle triangle means first you are remembering the theorem Pythagoras and you are familiar with the Pythagoras triplets. With the help of this triangle, write down tan alpha. Tan alpha is 3 by 4. So alpha is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. So this will be written as 2 into tan inverse 3 by 4. Now apply the formula 2 into tan inverse x. That is tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Simplify this. Tan inverse here 2 and 4. They get cancelled 3 by 2 upon 1 minus 9 upon 16. And after that solve the denominator. Tan inverse 3 by 2 upon 16 minus 9 upon 16. It should be tan inverse 3 by 2 upon 7 upon 16. Now it will be written as this is a fraction and this is a fraction. You know, in the denominator also if you have a fraction, you know how to write it. Here the cancellation, when you take the fraction in the numerator, it becomes reverse. Multiply. Tan inverse 24 by 7. That is nothing but RHS. Next example. Sin inverse 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 77 upon 36. So here we have these two are in the form of sin inverse, but this is in the form of tan inverse. So better you convert the sin inverse in the form of tan with the help of triangle. Sin inverse 8 by 17 I am taking as alpha. Before taking the LHS, first I am converting in the form of tan. 8 by 17 is equal to sin alpha. So draw the right angle triangle. This is alpha, this is opposite. Sin is opposite upon hypotenuse. 8 and 17. I told you, remember the Pythagoras triplets. So 8, 15 and 17, they are triplets. Write down tan. Tan alpha is 8 by 15. Alpha is equal to tan inverse of 8 by 15. Similarly, convert the second one. Sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to beta. Implies 3 by 5 is equal to sin beta. Again draw the right angle triangle, acute angle beta. This is 3, 5, 4. Now write tan. Tan beta is equal to 3 by 4. See why we are writing only tan? Because in the answer we require tan inverse. Tan inverse 3 by 4. After converting side in the form of tan, now write down the LHS. Write on the LHS. Sin inverse 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5. After writing the LHS, write down this converted value. Sin inverse 8 by 17 is nothing but tan inverse 8 by 15. And sin inverse 3 by 4 is tan inverse of 3 by 4. See students, now have you remembered this? This is in the form of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So then which formula you are applying? This is in the form of which formula you are applying? Tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Students, can you try this, the remaining part? So now I am moving to the next one. Do that. Cos inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to cos inverse 33 by 65. Students, there are so many methods to solve the example. Here I am explaining one method. So first I am writing cos. These two cos in the form of sin. So I am not writing the LHS. Cos inverse 4 by 5 I am writing as alpha. So this implies taking cos inverse on that side. 4 by 5 is equal to cos alpha. Mark this in the right angle triangle. You are familiar. Cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. And by the help of triplets, this will be 3. Then what is sin alpha? Sin alpha is 3 by 5. Similarly, convert this cos inverse 12 by 13 as beta. This is nothing but 12 by 13 is equal to cos beta. Now again draw one more right angle triangle. See, there are so many methods to convert. You can apply identities also. Instead of that, this is a simple step. So it is 12 and this is 13, this is 5. Sin beta is equal to 5 upon 13. Students, now I am giving you one important hint. Listen this carefully. Here LHS are in the form of cos. RHS is also in the form of cos. But middle we have a plus. So answer is required in the form of cos and middle plus means you have to write this formula. We have cos and which alphabets we took? Write on that. Cos alpha plus beta. Have you remembered this formula you have studied in the first PUC? Cos alpha plus beta will be cos alpha cos beta minus sin alpha sin beta. So after writing this formula, keep this LHS as it is. Cos alpha plus beta. See, what is cos alpha? Cos alpha is 4 by 5. Then cos beta is 12 by 30. After that, middle we have a minus. And what is sin alpha? Sin alpha is 3 by 5. And sin beta is 5 upon 30. After that, just multiply this. Then take the LCM. LCM is 65. And you are getting cos alpha plus beta is equal to 33 upon 65. So what is alpha plus beta? Take only cos part on that side, it become cos inverse of 33 upon 65. After this, coming to the previous steps. See, what is alpha? Alpha is cos inverse 4 by 5. And what is beta? Cos inverse 12 by 30 is equal to cos inverse 33 by 65. See the students, here in this example, without taking either LHS or RHS, we got the answer. So just we want the basic, simple basic exam formulas. Now I am explaining one more example, similar example related with this. Do that. Tan inverse 63 upon 16 is equal to sin inverse 5 upon 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5. See here, students, I am giving you hint and I want to, you have to solve this after some steps. Here cannot start with LHS. Why that question arises? Because in the LHS we have only one simple term. So start with RHS. Here this is in the form of sin and it is in the form of cos, but the answer is in the form of tan. So then what you are coming to know that you have to convert the sin and cos in the form of tan. So I will give just that steps and the remaining part I will left with the students. Sin inverse 5 upon 13 as the alpha and 5 upon 13 as the sin alpha. Mark this in the right angle triangle. 5, 13, this is the 12 because of a triplet. And tan alpha, because answer is required in terms of tan. 5 upon 12. Alpha is equal to tan inverse 5 upon 12. And cos inverse 3 by 5 as a beta implies cos beta as 3 by 5. Draw the right angle triangle. This is 3, 5, 4. Because cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Write down tan. Tan beta is 4 by 3. So beta is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 3. After conversion, here you have to write RHS. Sin inverse 3 by 5 by 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5. So on conversion of this is tan inverse 5 by 12 plus the tan inverse of 4 by 3. So now apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. I am giving this as a homework for students, because you have to apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus x1. Next, one more similar example. Do that. Cos inverse 12 by 13 plus sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to sin inverse 56 upon 65. See students, in this example we don't have a tan. We have only sin and cos. So only sin and cos means we convert this cos as a sin as a cos. Calculate that values with the help of triangle. Cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to alpha. Cos alpha is equal to 12 by 13 and draw the right angle triangle. Mark it. It is 12, 13, 5 because of a triplets. And write on sin alpha, that is 5 upon 30. And next, sin inverse 3 by 5 as a beta implies sin beta as 3 by 5. Draw the right angle triangle beta. This is 3, 5 and 4 because of a triplets. Cos beta is 4 by 5. See the students, the next step is very important and interesting. Here it is sin and cos, but middle is a plus. See the sign, that is very important. After observing that sign, see the answer required. Answer required is in sin inverse. So then which formula we have to apply? Depending on the answer, we have to apply sin of alpha plus beta. If the problem is sin and cos, and here if it is a plus, write as a plus. And what the answer is required? If it required sin inverse, write sin. If it required cos, write on cos inverse, write on cos. And remember, this hint is applicable only for a problem sin and cos. It is sin alpha into cos beta plus cos alpha into sin beta. I hope the students you understood this method. Now write down this value. Sin alpha will be 5 by 13 and cos beta will be 4 by 5. Middle we have a plus. Cos alpha will be 12 by 13 and sin beta will be 3 by 5. Keep the LHS as it is. Sin alpha plus beta, it is 20 upon 65 plus 36 upon 65. Just add, take the LCM and add that. It is sin alpha plus beta. So implies alpha plus beta is equal to sin inverse 56 upon 65. Write down these values. Alpha is cos inverse 12 by 30. Beta is sin inverse 3 by 5. Then write down the calculated answer. So this is the simple hint. You can solve the problem very easily. Then I am continuing the remaining part in the next class.